Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, 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 gobble. To everyone out there. Hadn't planned on making a video this morning. Good morning, Bruce. Happy Thanksgiving. Hadn't really planned on making a video today. Thought we were going to give it a break. However, woke up this morning, was scrolling through my YouTube videos, and I happened to come across this gem. Rich 220 breaks the silence, comes out, makes a video. He's definitely on something in this one. Without doubt. Bruce, how's your Thanksgiving going so far, Bruce? Up early having coffee. Okay. All right. Well, let's start this video so you can get a little entertainment with your coffee. This dude's fucked.
Hello, folks. It's been a while since I've been on here,
He's hammered.
but I want to get on somebody's nerves today. Okay, so when you're putting in rod bearings, make sure you use a ton of white lithium grease. And when you're putting the heads back on, make sure
Oh, boy.
you're smearing that stuff on around the border of the heads.
Oh, yeah.
Once you get done sanding out the bores, or not the bores, the cylinder walls with 600 grit sandpaper, make sure you do a crosshatch sanding. Okay.
What a fucking mess.
So these are the proper ways of doing a car. Okay. That's how you're supposed to rebuild it. You know how you have the head.
Now, if you look on the screen on both sides, you got idiot number one, and then you got idiot number two. I don't know why these two don't get together, have a circle jerk. Rich might learn something.
Gasket that goes on the engine block. You see the residual of an old head gasket on there. Well, you want to know how you get that off? You
How?
get that off with a wire wheel
Oh,
at high 3,500 RPMs. That's how you get that off. Okay. And you don't stop until it's all off.
what the
And
fuck?
you know how you get all that sludge out of the engine? You don't use diesel.
No.
You use
What do you use?
What is it? Kerosene.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. Or you can use gasoline. And
Oh.
don't forget to light a match. Okay. These people want a video of how the wrong and right way of doing things.
I can't fucking believe this. That's exactly well. I'm assuming this has something to do with the video that Poor Man Speech Up. All the extras and drama. Go check them out. Had made, I think it was last night. Maybe it was last night or yesterday. Is he on Percocet too? I know, right? He looks pretty fucking jammed out. He's on something. That ain't a bucket of chicken right there. This is could be Percocet, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you all the right way of doing it now, because it's the kind of common sense that these people have. Okay, my way doesn't work for them, so maybe this will.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let's see.
Rich, I have a question to ask you, and maybe you can hop in. I put the link at the beginning there of the comments. You're more than welcome to jump in here. But I have a question. Why do you always watch 80s sitcoms in the background when you're filming videos? I'm just curious.
You know how you rebuild a carburetor? You don't put it in a clean sink. You don't use a horsehair brush in order to clean it out. Nah. You dip it in gasoline. You pull it out and you put it on a flat surface, probably like a piece of slate or something. Light a match to it. Now, you know how you get your points to make the connection? You know, where it sparks? Well, you don't even bother adjusting it. You just put some damn gasoline in there on the tip and then turn the ignition.
He's
That'll
telling
work
us
every
how he
time.
does it.
Okay, let's see what else.
Oh, yeah. He's
And
fucked.
how you get the oil pan to stop leaking oil. You don't put it on the right way. You turn it upside down and put it
Up
on the
shows
outside.
that ring.
The exhaust manifold, you know what you use in order to get that on there? You don't use any kind of gasket sealant or anything like that. What you actually use is plastic model glue. Yeah, that works every time. Same with your head gaskets when you put them on. Use plastic model glue. That work for you just great.
I think what we're witnessing here is a total and utter breakdown of a man right here. Or a woman, whatever you want to call it. I think that's what we're witnessing.
And even your intake manifold, man, that'll work too. Plastic model glue does the best for all of it.
Come and knock on our door.
With that stuff as well as
We'll be waiting
your
for
headliner.
you.
You know, don't wait for it to heat up and tighten up a little bit before you tuck it in. Just have everybody make fun of it.
Hey, Rich, where's the 57? Where's the 57 on Thanksgiving? I don't think he has it anymore.
Because it's loose and it's not tightened up because you know that it actually has to, you know, contrast. You know, it has to pull itself together before you can actually tuck it up in the areas where it needs to be.
Oh, he's got quite a bit of rings on.
If you don't, this is what happens. Okay? That's what happens to you. Okay? And the same with the door panels or the seats or anything else you do. Anytime you're using black vinyl, always make sure it expands first, then it shrinks later before you put it back in. And let everybody make fun of all the sagging pieces and everything else, because you know why? That means that you made it long enough so that way there's excess left over. And that's why you can tuck it in further than anybody else can put their headliner in.
Look at that. Look at them two. I wonder where Rich is going for Thanksgiving. Probably the same place Barry's going, right?
You know, but we don't want to give them too much information now, do we? They may know too much as it is already. And you know how you have those Corvette rims, you know, for your old muscle car? You know how you're supposed to put them on, you got the cap. Well, you don't put the cap on. What you do
How's
is
the
you take
jewelry?
wheel and turn it around the other way.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And you put it on.
What is
Don't
that,
forget
onyx?
to put your lug nuts on the flat surface and tighten them that way. Don't worry about the roundness part. That just means it's been stripped out. And when you're doing your brake lines and stuff like that, just make sure they're halfway threaded into the blocks that they're supposed to go into. And then make sure you have plenty of coiled hose for that brake tube. So that way you have, you know, extra in case you have any screw ups there. So that way you can use a mile of material. Okay. Always remember to put.
Oh, yeah. Richard Barry, come on. You guys are more than welcome to join this little thing I'm doing here. I already put the link in the comments. Feel free to join, motherfucker.
Put your timing gears, especially the bottom one, in the wrong tooth. Don't put it in the right tooth. There's 3 teeth for the timing gear on the bottom.
Okay? Oh, boy.
There's one that you'll think is perfect that actually just goes right in. Don't use that one. Use the one that doesn't fit on. And turn the gear backwards and then put it on. Okay? Same with the top. Well, actually, no, you can leave the top one in one way. Oh, and here's the thing. When you're lining up the dots, make sure the top gear is at 12 o'clock and make sure your bottom gear is at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Then put your chain on. Okay. Oh, and
Oh, there's a good one with the jewelry and all. I mean, this is, I think he's losing his shit. Yeah, breakdown. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, he fucked with the most ruthless crew on YouTube. You know what I mean? This guy fucking after the house, he went to this place and he didn't think anybody would find him there, but one of our great subscribers did, called there, have been calling him, asking to speak to Mr. Fuller. Full of shit. Got nothing, but he's out buying himself fucking Onyx and stupid silver change. You look just stupid.
let's see.
Stupid.
When you're pulling your pistons out, don't take a drill and tap into the top of the
Rich, you got to move your
piston
hand
top
over
that's
so we can see
separated
the
from the
Onyx.
apron to pull it out. Still pull it out and fight with it from the bottom. Make it harder on yourself. That's the way you're.
Hey, I like how he had to buy another chain because the other one was getting engulfed in his neck. So he went out and bought that bigger one in hopes that his neck wouldn't suck it in.
Supposed to do things. Don't make it easy. You wouldn't want to do that. People won't understand why you're doing things. Like when you're doing your valves and stuff like that. Always make sure you lap your valves. You know what you lap your valves
Yeah,
with?
exactly.
A grinding wheel. Okay. Make sure you do it really good too. Don't bother to look at it. Don't bother to use a little bit of sandpaper, like 400, 600 grit. Just use a grinding wheel. That'll take all the burrs, the pitting, and everything else. It'll probably even fuck up your valves. So that's the best way to go. And your intake manifold gasket, well, hell, don't worry about them little tiny corners. When you're supposed to put extra stuff, use as little as possible. So you have a massive, massive leak. Okay. And, make sure that when you put your rod bearings in, make sure you put them in.
Well, let's go over the things he's been. He's a bus driver. He's a fucking master mechanic. He's a master bodyman. Forget about it. You ever see this guy paint? What else? When that didn't work out, remember he was going to cook? He was going to start a cooking channel. David says, I think he's gay. Yeah, I think we all agree with you, David. He was going to do the cooking channel. Remember he made them 1 pound hamburgers? He's just been a lot of things.
Upside down. Yeah, the part where it actually has a little like a cut in it. Well, you put that towards the bottom of the crank.
Oh boy.
Okay, put it towards the bottom. Put that opening down at the bottom. Don't worry if it doesn't fit in. It'll fit. All you gotta do is use a sledgehammer and tap that in there real hard. That'll fix you.
I couldn't agree with you more. Job of that shit box is fucked up. I don't think
Bearings. And then for your, keepers and stuff like that, well, you can turn them upside down too and put them back in. You want to make sure you get the car done right, folks. I don't want you to mess up. So I'm telling you all the right ways of doing everything now. Hope it was helpful. If you're stupid.
Wow. All right, folks, give me 1 second. I'm going to find another Rich video because that's what we do here.
Okay, hopefully this will last a little longer than the last one. Let's see if I could get that to stay. All right. I just I got the hoses disconnected. I got to pull this thing out of here.
I don't know why all these guys want to kill me. They make threats against me. They're going to hurt Jeffy. This motherfucker said he was going to make a phone call. Still waiting on it, Rich.
And the distributor should come out. Oh, come on. There it goes. All right. Yep. All right. We got the distributor and the carburetor off at the same time.
Wow.
That's because the vacuum line's still hooked up to it. Okay. Hey. Right in there. I gotta worry about that all over the back of my car. Okay, so there's the valve covers, one of them. I'm gonna put all the parts in there for now. Okay. Gasket for the carburetor. I'll take that off because I just put that on there like a.
I have to do it for my great buddy over at Poor Man's Speed Shop, All Extras and Drama. Austin, I know you would do this.
Month ago. Should be able to reuse that again. Okay. Let's see. This is for the distributor. These are for the valve covers. There should be 8 of those. Yep. All right, and one more. Okay. All right, here's the other valve cover. Just like I said, there they are.
You know I don't do it quite as good as Austin does, but for the day, we're going to go gobble, 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 gobble.
They're going in the trunk, too.
Okay. So we were just talking about this. I am a ham guy. Dad's a ham guy. I'm going to type ham. Ham for the win.
Okay, now.
Look at this mud.
Let's see. The distributor cap is next. Just gotta pull these old wires out. The slot thing here. Actually, I better get this phone out of here because it may fall. All right, so that's for the.
You got your stuffing, your green bean casserole. What else? Gotta have some IBC root beer. Gotta do that. What do you want? Oh, you got? Play it. Oh, we found Rich. Listen. Oh,
Trying to get laid.
that's Rich. Oh, thank you for bringing it up. Thanks for bringing Rich by, Dad. Oh.
I'm not David on the thing.
Sensor for the oil thing. There we go.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, in the comments section, my father is under David McRae. Usually he's under the Marco account.
All right, and let's see.
Does
Gotta go on
nothing.
the side.
Good morning
We're
and
gonna get that
Thanksgiving, bud.
Put that
Thank
over
you.
here. Okay. Spark plug wire. And spark plug wire. All right, that's the distributor cap. And that's a slide slot thing for the front of it, which is underneath the car now. Thank you very much, you tard.
Dad, I should have you come in and do the voice of Barry, because you guys can see Barry. It's like Barry's watching Rich work. I wonder what Barry would have to say.
Also going in the trunk. When I get around to it, I'll get that slider thing out of there and put it back on there. Which I also have another cap in here too, so I ain't worried about it. Okay. That leaves us with, let's see. Take that off. I'm going to leave that choke on the thermostat housing. Let's see. All right, I think those are, they're small. That's what the hell they are. All right. Let's see. I want to put this in the trunk too. Yeehaw. What time is it? 20 minutes to 12. I got to jet out of here at 12 or 12:30. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and every time I turn around, it's either raining or it's extremely humid to the point where I can't breathe. So I gave up on it for a while.
Oh, is Rich here?
Now, I figured I might as well just have at it again, you know. Let's see here now. I want to take this hose off of this because this, I have replacement hoses for this too. And, you know, if I have to get a clamp or something, that's not a big deal. What I do is I take these pair of channel locks or pliers and I lock them down both at the end. So that way it's not a total pain in the butt to get off, even though it is, but it's not as much as I would think it would be. Okay, good. I got 28 minutes on this before it goes again. So, all right, let's see if I can't get this off. All right. Now, well, it's got to go below it. Otherwise, it ain't going to come off.
Now, for anybody that's thinking of sending this turkey money on Thanksgiving, just remember in his super chat that he has to pull at least $100 to get any of the money. And I think he's at like $20. So if you plan on sending any money, folks, it's probably not going to hit his account.
Damn it. All right, gas line out of the way. If I can get that locked down on there, it'd be great.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
This thing's going to be a pain in the butt. All right. Let's see. That's a flathead screwdriver.
Look at him struggle. He is struggling. Rich, I would give up mechanicry because it's not your suit,
we
bud.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 on each side. I'm not worried about taking the ones out that are holding the
I got 53. Put 53 in the kitty.
Thing for the coil in place. And that's not the right size, Rich. We need smaller. I think that's
Yeah, Rich.
7/16 or half inch. What size is this?
Rich, this is me, Barry Beamer. Go get some
I'll get my
Bon Annie,
tools, or at least my
cocksucker.
cheap poor man's toolbox.
Come to my show, cocksucker. Me and Stick Pussy with a shoehorn at 383 now.
All right, here's my toolbox.
Come to my show.
Spark plug socket. All right, let's see what we got. Get the hell off.
Oh, he's a mess.
Oh yeah, the other thing is too I could use some sponsors, you know.
Yeah.
Felpro is one of the things that I use. That's not an advertisement for them, but you know, I mean, hell, that's one of the things that I use a lot on all my old cars. If you guys seen in the prior video, I actually have a 69 Olds Delta 88 Royale that needs work too that I'm restoring.
Did you guys just hear him asking for sponsorships? Who the fuck would give him a sponsorship? Oh my God.
But back to this anyway. Let me
Yeah.
see. Thermostat housing. That'll come off with a wrench. Just don't know what the hell size it is, that's all. Most of the stuff should be domestic sizes. It should not
These are
be metric.
Look at this.
If
Look at
they're
this
the right
mess.
ones. If somebody had removed them, they're not going to be the right ones. Let's see. Nope, that's too small. And this one, 5/8. No, that's too big. It's got to be too big. Yep, 9/16. Nope, 14 millimeter. I don't need metric sizes. 9/16. Okay, here we go.
Beamer and Son. Yeah, why don't you come on in, Barry? Come on in, motherfucker. Oh, I think I know who that is. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thermostat housing off.
Barry and Son.
This way I ain't got to bother fighting with the hose. I can just, you know, in my own time, take the old one off, put a new one on. Because I don't think there's anything left in that radiator. I think the radiator is completely empty. Let me see. What size is that? That might be 5/8 down there. Those return ones. Right now it's a thermostat housing. Let's see about these other ones.
When I saw that, Barry, I thought for a minute we hit gold. That'd be gonna like boom boxes.
Yeah, they come off. Holy crap. Wow.
Wow.
None of them are breaking. That's good.
Yeah.
The intake manifold I'm taking off now.
Yeah, take it off.
And I don't even need...
Look at this.
Don't even need a ratchet.
Oh,
That's pretty odd.
yeah, you think? What
Now,
do I
remember
know?
I said it's already been preset to top dead center, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's all set for when I put the new timing chain in. Okay, now that one there. No, we're not trying to knock the darn phone over. I want
Yeah,
to be able
right.
to record. I can't do that if you're going to fall over and break.
Oh, now we're gonna get the glamour shot.
Okay.
Listen to the
Now
fucking
let's see.
breathing.
See how loose they are? That's
That's
what makes
not
me
right.
think maybe the head gasket's no damn good. Normally these things take like a ratchet or something with a little bit of torque, like a torque wrench.
Oh, you need a torque wrench
This
to get
stuff's
your
coming off
manifold
like
off?
butter.
What a fucking... That doesn't
Let me
sound
just
right.
concentrate on the thermostat housing for now, because I ain't got much time left before I got to go back out again.
Yeah, he's got to go back.
And like I said, I've been fighting this damn thing. I've been wanting to try to get something started on this for a while, and I haven't been able to. So, first time for everything. All right, we don't lose no wash.
Rich, you went from working on 57s to sitting in a fucking hotel room eating your feelings. I want to be just like
Cheers.
you, bud.
Because I want everything to be the original stuff when I go back in. When it goes back in, sorry, not when go back in. I'm not even worried about the gaskets for the intake or nothing, because it's all coming off.
Yep.
And it's all going to be redone. I'm not playing games with this anymore.
He ain't playing games.
If I have to, I'll go all the way down and get rings for this.
Oh.
It ain't going to take much to get this thing apart. It's a small 283. So.
The most basic motor pretty much in the existence of man. In the known existence to man. But yet you seem to fuck it up.
All right, there's the other thermostat housing. Bolt.
Oh, guys, I can't.
And then we go like that. Oh, that thing is caked up. All right. All right, well, that's going in. Clogged, but the thermostat's no good. So I'm not worried about that. We'll get a new one of those. Okay.
Hold on a second, guys. Rich has something he'd like to say. What's that, Rich? Oh. Okay. What else? Oh. What's that about Poor Man Speed Shop? Oh. Okay. Two Hacks Garage. What's going on, Two Hacks? I actually just came across your channel like the other day and was checking out some of the stuff. Man, you got some pretty cool shit.
Hose. Yeah, most of this should take all domestic sizes. It shouldn't be metric at all. Well, they had two gaskets on this bed.
I saw the video when you were doing all the math and everything. I'd love to see Barry or Rich try to. I tried helping this dude. Didn't listen. I know. We know. We've been watching, bud.
Boy.
He's a fucking idiot.
Oh, there it is.
Look
Okay.
at this.
Oh, yeah. See all that shit in there? That's got to be cleaned out. Okay, so
Rich.
for now, I'm going to put these back on so that way we don't lose them. And they're all here. Somehow I got to get a sleeve in that, in the intake manifold where the carburetor goes, as far as the studs go in, because some of them have expanded and they're not supposed to. But I thought the guy actually had, the hell I call it, stuff for it, but he doesn't. He had some kind of exhaust extensions. So that's where we're at now. Now
That fucking breathing is like, kids should watch his videos. I might play his videos for my son just to put the thought in it. If you smoke, this is what you're going to sound like. Although
gonna
I shouldn't say that because I know people that smoke and that are a lot older than him that are a lot more active. That
remind
like
you people
that.
again. I have not done this before, all the way down to the head. I've done an intake manifold gasket. I've done an oil pump. I've done timing chains.
Oh yeah.
I've rebuilt carburetors.
Oh yeah.
Distributors. What else did I do? Distributors and connecting rod caps. But I am familiar with everything. I know what it all is and where it goes. So it's just a matter of keeping the bolts where they belong. All right, this can come off of here. It's not even, it's like just freaking looped around it.
I guess
Yeah, that's
before
in
they
that.
go missing.
All right, that goes to the and that's the positive side to the coil. So I'll put that up there. All right, that goes on the sensor back there. Will I have a flathead in here? Should.
Wow. Nice
Nope.
toolbox.
Oh, yes, I do. I think I do. Sure do. Okay. Hoses off.
Maybe he'll need a sponsorship because you don't have a.
That's probably a fitting in there too. I wouldn't doubt it. But the other thing I got to change is the starter wire because the last person that had this was a real idiot and cut the wire and put a different terminal lead on top instead of replacing the whole damn wire. He did everything half-assed. So now it's the fun part. Okay, let me put that down. Okay. I'm going to need these new hoses too. There it is. That one's off. All right. Just get it past the starter cable and the choke. Okay, there is water in that too, so it's going to require a flush and everything. Let's see. Next one on the line. Please come off.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing with Beamer and Son Garage. It's none of it was their fault. It was somebody else. Always somebody else's fault.
Okay. Yep, nice and loose. Not tight at all. Okay, and now the bottom hose for the radiator. Well, that's nice and loose too. At this point, I know there's not much of anything left in the radiator, so I'm really not worried about antifreeze leaking out on the ground because there's not that much left in it. Okay. Let's see if we can get this one off. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Yeah, that linkage, I could take all that linkage off too. Yeah, let's use this in.
He's like a
Keep
fucking
getting it to
5-year-old
loose,
in there, just ripping everything apart.
All right, that's one. I love it when they come off easy. I hate when these things break. I can't stand when the ends of the bolts break off, because that means that they've been torqued down too much and it's just a mess. Okay. All right, how about this one? Yep. She's a loose too. All right. Well, looks like this intake is going to be easy to take off.
Wow.
Well, almost.
He is such a hack. Oh. Don't fuck. He's going to rip the front of the car off leaning on it.
Come on, Babs. We got to get you off of there so we can rebuild you.
Listen to that.
This thing's going to need a lot of cleaning. And yes, I know I'm not going to get it done in one day.
Yeah, sure.
Fully aware of that.
Isn't that the truth? It took me 3 years and the fucking thing still won't run.
Okay. Those are loose. Now let's see what we got in here. Oh, those are got to be cleaned out.
Oh,
see the bolts on the side of the heads here. I can't get them out because they're all wrapped up in soot and shit and sludge, crap, and everything else.
There you go.
All right, now let's see about you. Yep. Wow.
Who you guys? You guys are obviously talking about Barry, right? Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about Barry.
Okay, that's that one now. And then we need the last one. I don't know if the last one is bolted into the head or that might just be something to hold that on. Well, in any event, it's loose. I would assume that these people did not like it wasn't that long ago that they actually redid this. That's my feeling on it, because otherwise these things would be really, really difficult to get them off. Okay.
Why don't you wrap your fucking mouth around that hose and suck?
No, the radiator cap can stay on there because.
Radiator.
All right, I think I'm going to have to go again soon because, well, time is running out on my files. So let me go upload this and then I can delete it.
On my files.
And then I can start again. All right, that's loose. That's loose. That's loose. Okay, what else we got? That one there and one on that. All right.
Oh, look at that.
No, you get out of the way.
Listen to the breathing.
You know, that hood latch is getting on my last nerve because the damn thing keeps getting caught on my friggin' shirt. And I don't want to be paying attention to that instead of paying
Don't worry, Barry. We're going to play your videos in a minute, bud. So you just hold on.
attention to what I'm doing. Oh. All right, let's see. Nope. All right, folks, I'm going to have to go and delete this and then come back. All right, I'm going to.
Okay, folks. Just hold on a minute. We'll find another one. Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Hey, folks, Rich 220 here. I actually did more work on the car today. I got the fan motor off. I got the exhaust manifold bolt out. And the way I got it out was I used a jack that you would use on a PT Cruiser. And I put it in between the cross member that actually has the engine mounts. And the other end I put just below the heads. And as I started opening it, it moved the engine up towards the passenger side, which gave me enough clearance
Sounds like he's got his vibrator going or his back massager. I don't fucking know.
to get the exhaust manifold bolt out. Now, ultimately, this car needs a timing chain, a set of head gaskets, intake manifold gaskets, water pump gasket. The water pump's fine. It does need a timing chain. And I'm literally dismantling this whole car from top to bottom and then rebuilding it from bottom up. So
Yeah.
I took all the push rods out, all the rocker arms, all the nuts that go to hold the rocker arms in place, and the lobes that sit below the nuts in the rocker arms. The intake manifold is out. The carburetor's off. Distributor's out. Water pump, radiator, timing chain cover, spark plugs, spark wires, all that stuff is off. We are now down to the bare timing chain with the gears,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm trying to line up because as I tried to take it off, it spun out of compression. So in other words, it's no longer at top dead center. And I think the only way to get it back is to actually turn it in 3 accessions, or what do they call that? It's got to go 3 times around, I think, in order for it to hit number 1 again. But I'm never going to be able to tell because I took everything the heck off.
Yeah.
The only way I'll be able to tell is if I put the timing chain cover back on dummy wise and just keep turning it until the lifter.
Hold on a second, guys. Richard's got something he wants to say. What? Oh. Okay. The 57's gone. You broke. The house was foreclosed on. Oh, shit. I'm lonely and depressed. Wow.
Go up and down because they're the only things that are left in there, mainly because there's a lot of sludge and there's antifreeze and there's oil and it's just a mess.
What's up, Keith? Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day.
And I don't want that garbage all down in the engine block. I don't need anything blocking up the pistons in the the cylinders.
Yeah.
So this way when I get around to cleaning it, I can clean it, put it back together.
Yep.
I got a little aggravated today, so I didn't want to record that and put it on film.
Oh.
I have a very short fuse when things don't go right. And I'm not saying go my way. I'm just saying
a very short fuse for a very, very short man. Same to you, sir. Oh. Thank you.
Things
Keith.
don't go right. You ever have one of those days where you're working on something for hours, but you're not getting nothing done? You understand what I'm saying? It's very disturbing.
Yeah.
It aggravates me to no end. It's like a bad rash. And
you got one of those going?
Most of the time I walk away, but sometimes I try and stick it out, but I just get worse and more aggravated. And I just want to try and get something completed. I don't want to be stuck in a never-ending dilemma of not getting nothing done. I can't understand that. Well, anyway, that's the point. This is the update.
Can I maybe help you with that? Oh, because you don't know shit about mechanicry. You're not a mechanic, Rich. And as much as you try and claim to be that you are, you're not. And you don't know shit. And you ought to just leave it alone.
video. I can't do any lives until I get like 1,000 subscribers. For some reason, YouTube is
Here we go. Listen
really
to this
strict
shit.
on that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how are you supposed to get 1,000 subscribers if you don't get any visual what the hell do they call that?
Views?
If I don't get people to see me, you know?
Views.
And that's the point of me wanting to do a live. Now, there are other apps I can do this with, and then YouTube could just fly off for all I care. But, you know, I just don't understand why they make it so difficult for people to actually, you know.
Oh, don't worry, Dad. We're going to be doing a Barry video, but the Turkey's got some things he's got to say.
Get airtime in order for people to see them. You know, what do they got to lose for it? Really? Let's see. What else did I do today? No, that was about it.
That's all he did.
It started clouding over, so I called it quits.
Oh,
Wrapped
my
everything
God.
up and came inside. Oh, yesterday I bought 2 Bel Air inserts for the side of the car. The metal piece that says Bel Air on it. I got them from somebody yesterday.
But Bruce, like you said, I would love to see a show off between Barry in the left and this dude in the right. That would be fucking epic because they're about the same height and they could argue over journals and fucking
Yesterday,
all
but
this
they're for
other
a 2-door,
bullshit.
not for a 4-door. So I have those to clean up too. And I have a couple parts here and there that are extras or spares or whatever.
See, the problem with Rich is he's just an arrogant fucking asshole. Okay, people tried to help him. He tells them they don't know shit. You know, he's an asshole. I'd pay week's wages to see G. Oh God. I think he'll be eating at McDonald's today. Something tells me, but then again, he might go down to the senior center.
So, yeah, that's pretty much where it stands right now. I covered everything up and called it quits for the day because I got to take the fender off on the passenger side. For some reason, the guy seemed to think it was okay to try and flatten it out on a pile of rocks.
See, this is somebody else's problem. Here we go. Listen to what somebody else did.
With a hammer, going from the inside out. So now it looks like there's a bunch of warts in it or bumps in it or whatever you want to call it. And this guy's got a rusty pair of vice grips holding the fender in place. I mean, those vice grips look like they've been down now for about 30, 40 years. Just get a, drill a hole in the bottom of the fender after you straighten it out the proper way, and then get a bolt and put it in. What's the big deal, really, you know? Some people just don't know what they're doing, I guess. But yeah, anyway, it's going back together. It'll go slowly, but it'll go back together. It's just me working on it, nobody else. And I actually do it when I have the time and when I'm not working or when I'm not cleaning my house or doing the yard or not aggravated, you know? So it's like, that's the time that I get out there. And when it's not hot out. Because when it's hot out, it makes it difficult for me to breathe. Like today I was out there, I think for about maybe 3 or 4 hours. And what happened was it was so hot out there that I started pouring sweat from my shoulders all the way down the front of my shirt, not once, but twice. And that just adds fuel to the fire of aggravation. So that's the reason why I called it quits. Enough was enough. It'll be there. I'm not going anywhere with it. It's not going anywhere because, quite frankly.
Did you guys just hear that? It was too hot, and his chest and his shoulders started to sweat. Wow. Oh, my God. We should have some of those made up. Some bibs with Rich's face on it. That's a good idea.
The engine's been torn down that there's nothing to start it with, nothing to move it with. So it'll be there until, I'm ready to get it done. And I'm not going to wait 20 years.
No.
I'm not going to take the heads off and wait a year and a half before I put them back on, because I know that the pistons will get rusted. And so the sleeves that the pistons ride in. So, I want to get those done.
Off topic real quick, back to that merch thing. I heard Austin and Jack talking about the number one shitter shirts and stuff, or sweatshirts. And I think that would be awesome. I would think that would be awesome. Use the money to fund the office. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen with Marco? You never know. We could be in jail tomorrow. We go day by day here.
ASAP. Get them cleaned out. Get new head gaskets put on, and start rebuilding this thing. That's the whole point behind it. All right, well, that's not much of a video. I understand that, but consider this kind of like a live.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe and like, and hit the bell for post notifications. I'm always putting videos out, so it's not like you're going to wait a month or 2 weeks or something like that. At most, it might be 6 days, but that's based on me working, and we all do have a life other than, recording ourselves doing what we're doing. So
no, you don't.
Content is an issue, but life takes precedence over that.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I think we'll do one more on Rich, and then we'll do some on this fucking mutt. I like the bib idea. That would be, hey. Thinking stickers. Stickers, shirts, hats. But on the shitter shirt, I'm gonna have 0 and put that as 00. Okay. Let me get this video for you guys. 1 second.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. A little dirtier. Well, I actually got my hands clean with diesel. Of course, it gives me a rash. Makes me itch. Don't know why. Maybe it's the chemicals they put in it. For the most part, the bolts.
Yeah, let Dad come up with the ideas for the stickers. He comes up with some pretty good shit. I'll agree with you there. Dad, you're going to have to make the designs.
Except for, I think, 2. With the head on this side.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 2 more bolts left. And this will be done on here. And then I got to do the rest of the exhaust manifold bolts. And then the bottom head bolts in order to get them out. Then this will be ready for the clean sync. Also, while you guys were waiting for me to clear the files, I also cleaned the timing chain area, including the passageways that
that go behind the top gear. So I got to wipe that down, but I'm going to let it soak a little bit before I go at it again. Yes, I use a paintbrush. Does just as good as horsehair, so and there's no metal fragments left over afterwards, so that's a plus. Anyway, I want to get this last 2 bolts out. There's one up there, and I believe it's one down at the bottom. Yeah. Let me get my breaker bar.
Here we go.
Okay, right over here. All right, where's the breaker bar? Come on, get these.
If I were king of the forest.
5/8.
Here we go.
Good thing
How
about
is
these
he
cars,
fatter
love
than
it.
I am?
They don't have anything metric. They're all domestic. That's how you know it's real American.
Oh, yeah. Real American. Oh, a little sweaty.
Okay, where was the last 2?
That poor car.
Here. Or maybe not.
Happy Thanksgiving, Fastang.
Oh, I got that one.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Sure there's one here. Covered in sludge. Get out of there, Lee.
Oh,
It's not
he's talking.
over the top. Only because there's a bunch of crap in there. And I'll do it with this one here. I don't think that's. Let's look at that. That's how nasty that is. Look, that's what happens when you don't change the oil, people, on your vintage cars, okay?
Jimmy,
Stop being lazy.
who the fuck are you
It's
talking
5 quarts, not 7. Unbelievable. No wonder why I can't get on the.
Why isn't this thing working? I don't want you guys to see my face. I want you to see Barry's face.
That's just disgusting.
Oh, shit.
All right, where are they? Oh, there is one there. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't get on it.
Salisbury steak. Look at that. Holy shit. You can't make that up. Wouldn't it be something if the fucking hood went boom?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That footstool is rated for 500.
It'll stay there until I get over here. You got to kind of put them on.
He's just a little guy.
The fender's way too high. Get this out of here too.
Well, the fender fell off, right?
Intrusion.
Guys, he's eating whatever they're having at the old folks' home today. He's going to sneak in there, fill himself up. Unfucking believable.
All right, that one's loose. Enough to take it out anyway. Now back to the ratchet.
So, Bruce, I really don't know how that works. I don't know if he sneaks in there or if he's, they just probably feel bad for him. I'm not sure how it works, but we know that he is a frequent visitor down at the senior center. Oh, absolutely.
Disgusting, man. Holy cow.
Oh, somebody else's fault.
I don't know how they got away with driving this like that for so long. That's what gets me.
Oh, at least they could drive it.
I'm surprised it didn't start binding everything up
Here we go.
or catching fire underneath the valve covers or some shit. That's a mess.
Yeah, pretty much, Bruce.
Those last two are going to really be a pain because they really have to stretch back there in order to get them off.
Oh, yeah. So his support system is totally collapsing now. We had two hacks garage in here earlier commenting that he tried to help. Everyone that's tried to help him now has seen right through it and they're sick of the bullshit. So he's pretty much, he's done. Does not need to duck under the hood. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Him and Barry would be epic.
So maybe I'd be better off just putting the oil pan up right now and then try and take off the what the heck do they call that? The exhaust
5-2.
manifold bolts. I need to
Oh,
take a couple
God.
minutes.
He's got to take a couple of minutes. He can't breathe.
I don't even know what the hell time it is.
Getting hungry.
Anyway, I'll be right back. I got to get something.
Yeah. And listen, it would be one thing to be 400 pounds and be active, but he's not. So that's 400 pounds of just fucking flab, meat. There's no muscle there. It's just all fucking, fat. I'd like to see him run. Barry, there's someone you could have a foot race with. Holy shit, I didn't even think of that. There you go. Barry, there's your foot race right there. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Hey, I'm 5'9" and 230, and I'm fat. Call it the 10-meter 10. Yeah, I had to go grab another bologna sandwich. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Oh, I can hear him humming. Sounds like a Janis Joplin song. What the fuck was that? Oh, there he goes. God. Dang it.
These are the suspension bolts. There's two of them. They go right through the frame itself. And they connect to a little L hook. And you tighten them down and it keeps your suspension straight. I guess you can align it with the toe in, toe out, whatever the heck it is. I'm bad at words, but I know where it is. So it's like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If any of you guys know anything about cars, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
It's not like I'm speaking a foreign language. Anyway, these are oil pan screws.
Yes, they're very tiny. And a couple of exhaust manifold nuts that go on the driver's side.
So, what's your point?
You don't bag everything and you don't put it in a proper perspective place. And you lose parts.
Proper perspective place.
You're never going to finish the car.
Oh, really? Rich, this was 3 years ago. No comments. 3 years ago, you never finished the car, dude. You put it all back together and it doesn't run. LOL, there's no running. Yeah.
Let me see. I got those. There's only a couple more of them.
Jesus Christ. What do you think Barry's thinking right now?
Exhaust manifold bolts in the back. Probably near the starter, which I may have to wind up dropping the starter. I don't know.
Oh, boy. He's smoking. I can see the
Those
smoke.
bolts should not be 5/8. They should be 9/16, I think. Those are smaller. They're down at the bottom of the head.
Oh. Is that why he's got his back turned? Is this when he wasn't trying to smoke on camera?
Those back on. Ones that go on the other side. Yeah, I can put those head bolts back on.
Look at that gut.
And then on
Holy
the other
shit.
side, on the driver's side.
Mm.
Coffee and a smoke. Yeah, I know, folks. It's bad for me, but I'll tell you one thing.
Here we
I
go.
tried to quit cold turkey
Yeah.
for 2 days. And on the second day, I wound up having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Put my body in shock.
Okay.
Not everything they say is good for you,
Okay.
even if you're doing something that's bad for you.
Okay. Look at you. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh.
Another thing I need to figure out is where the hell the other damn bolt went to
Uh-oh.
this bumper here. That's missing too.
Ugh. That was disgusting. Let's
Well,
fast forward. Oh, wow. Look at that fender. That's a great perspective on the fender there. Holy shit. I'm with Bruce. Oh, God, he's whistling. Oh, here we go. Look at that. That's a man who hasn't seen his dick in 15 years. Watch this.
Down here.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Pull this out.
Here we go.
That's in a good spot, so I don't have to worry about that. Get that out of here. And get that out of here.
Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at that.
That's okay.
Look at
I
that.
got 25 minutes to put the oil pan back up and torque it.
Oh, shit. Jimmy.
All right.
What the fuck? Ugh. Ugh.
I gotta get the tools out of here. So I can use them one at a time. All right. Now there's the
I
bolts.
told someone's.
There's the ratchet.
Oh, that's funny.
And here we go.
Here we go, and we're off. Wow. Oh. Pfft. Barry does.
Okay, now the other side.
This is just painstaking. He's probably eating a sandwich under there.
Okay. All right, that's
Oh, you guys are ruthless.
No, it's just hard shit. Okay. I thought it was worse than that.
He's probably having a sandwich under there or something.
Okay. Let's see. I'll make sure that's back up on there, right? Not just loose because it'll freaking fall out. Go back in the pan. All right.
Wow.
Let me see if I got 5 one of these wrenches. Is it? Should be it. It's either this one or it's the other one. I think it's the other one.
For any of you guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Not looking at all. Huh. All right, maybe it's the other one. There is one more wrench out here. Okay,
I've seen guys in pack. What?
and
In sandals, isn't that the truth?
the last wrench.
Look at that.
There it is. All right, come on, let's go. See if you're it.
How's he gonna stuff himself in there? Oh boy. Nice view, right? Imagine if that thing came down. Oh boy, it would be a mess.
All right.
Mike, what's up?
Time for the oil pan.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Get this out of the way.
If that thing was to fall down, oh boy. That'd be a fucking mess.
Okay, I gotta slide out of here. Get the oil pan in here.
Here we go. Watch this.
Okay.
Okay. Listen to the breathing. Ugh. Come on.
And
You can't make this shit up.
that's the end of that.
You cannot make this shit up.
I just gotta get a couple of. I want to get the corner bolts and put them back in. We'll find out what size wrench
Wow.
that is. Actually, I might be able to put in the front ones by themselves without a problem. Let me see. May not even have to get up underneath here in order to get it started.
Oh. Oh, God. Look at this. Wow. Look at the width of that. Holy shit, Rich. That's not healthy, buddy. You got to give it up, Jimmy. Wow. What the fuck?
There. Okay. Very good.
You got to stop riding the scooter. Watch this. Whoop. There he is. Oh,
Don't need rocks in my back.
yeah.
Let's see what we got as far as wrenches go here. 3. Nope. Nope.
Oh, boy, we're getting a bunch of different names I haven't seen in here. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys.
Yeah. The other way. Okay.
Look at this. Jesus.
that one there. All right. Now we got to do the other one.
Yeah. What am I doing? I'm sitting here fucking reviewing the videos. You got something to say about it? You come to my show? You come to my show, motherfucker? Shooting your cocksucker off?
That sucker's a pain. There was another wrench over here. I guess not.
Barry, just remember, you come to my show, motherfucker, there ain't gonna be anybody to get him. Oh my God, look at that. There ain't gonna be anybody to get in between us either. Look at that. Barry getting a hot on watching this video. Oh shit, another. This is my show, motherfucker.
Now. Yeah, these got to be greased. Otherwise, they're just going to seize on me. Or break. One or the other.
No face, no case. Ah, ahoy!
Yep. One in the back. So, let's see how this works.
So listen, guys, real quick. If you want to see another Rich video, type R. If you want me to get on to Barry, hit B.
I'm not going to fight with it, so.
You guys want to keep seeing this mutt, or do you want to see the other mutt?
I want to make sure I got the right tool for it. Need the right size ratchet.
What a choice, LOL. You want me to throw Tony Pizza in there?
Yep, they're the right size. Okay. 32, and I got 46.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys, because I am going to play the video. I already played it from this morning, but when I first started, I will play it again for all the new people that are in the chat now. This is Richard's latest video. And if you ask me, in my opinion, he's under the influence of something. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. He just did another new one, too. Oh, fuck. Hold
Well,
up.
I just figured I'd give you a revised
This is his newest
version of everything. So when you're doing valve covers, you know, and valve cover gaskets, let's see. Well, with a 57 Chevy, you really can't do it wrong. You only have one way to put it. You can
Oh,
put it
that's
way.
copyright. I don't own the
But instead of
copyrights.
going long ways like
music.
this, you can put it this way. And don't forget to use what is it? Window caulk.
Window
That'll
caulk.
get it to stay on there nice and tight.
Guys, get the window caulk.
Okay. And make sure plenty of that caulk goes in where the push rods are and the rocker arms, because you want that shit splattering all over the place.
I got you,
you
fast
you
tank.
really got to make sure it's quite messy. I'm telling y'all the right way of doing things now because everybody's been making fun of how I did things all along. So I figured I'll tell you how to do it the proper way now. This might help you out. When you have the timing chain and the gears, you know how it has like three slots that you put the tooth in on the bottom gear. Well, don't worry about if it fits one perfectly. Don't put it in that one. Put it in one where it doesn't fit, and use a sledgehammer and hit that bastard hard as hell. That'll straighten your crank right out. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. And when you put the gears in, make sure your top gear is pointed at 12 o'clock. Okay, and make sure your bottom gear is pointed at 6 o'clock. That's the proper way to do it. Okay. Okay. Now I just figured, I read all this up in a book, and I have so much knowledge to share now. Okay. You know how your head gaskets
Hey, Rich, tell us how to pay a mortgage.
openings for your water passages or whatever? Well, you don't worry about that. Just turn that gasket around the other way. Make sure you use a ton of window caulk. That stuff will seal that up right away. Okay. You know how you lap your bearings? You do that with that stuff too. Okay. You use the window caulk, or you could use
Hold on.
white lip.
Hey, Rich, how does it feel to know that that's how you're going to spend your fucking Thanksgiving, sitting in your car smoking? You fucking bum.
Lithium grease. And don't forget to take a grinding wheel to it because you want
Look
to
at
make sure
that
you get all
neck.
them little
Holy shit.
rust
He's going to die.
particles and,
I'm sorry to say it, but his heart can't
annoyance
handle
things
this.
that keep, your valves from seating. You want that off of there. Don't worry about if you nick up the end of a valve or an intake valve or anything like that. Just go ahead and grind the shit out of it. That's the way you're supposed to do it, folks. That's how you lap your valves. And the keepers, well, you can make sure that they're upside down. That's for longevity. That keeps them running longer.
Rich, you do realize you can hear that Black Sabbath.
And your rod bearings, you know how they have those little cuts in them? Like the factory formation or whatever, it has a little slit in it or whatever. Make sure you put those all at the bottom of the crank. If you're up underneath the car and you're looking up at it, make sure that the opening is down at the bottom of the crank. Okay. You don't want to put it in any place other than that.
Boy,
Don't
he's
worry if it
dying to
don't fit
show us
because you're
those
going to use a
rings.
sledgehammer in order to make sure they fit in there. Now, remember, you put the gear in the same way, so you have the gear and your rod bearings that are actually going to be perfect once you do that. Okay. And, same goes for the heads. When you take them off, don't worry about cleaning the top parts because there's only a little area up there. There's not too much of anything to worry about. And, when you put your new pistons in,
take a good drag, bud.
Make sure you use a grinding wheel. And don't forget the crosshatch sand or crosshatch grind those cylinder walls.
All I know is at the end of this video, you better not be hacking and fucking puking and spitting everywhere because you're smoking. If you are, I'm reporting your video.
Before you put those pistons in. And you know how you check your timing?
How?
Well, forget about what I told you about using a screwdriver and waiting for the piston to come up.
What?
Use a jackhammer. You put a jackhammer in that bad boy, and you have somebody sit there and hold the throttle on that damn thing while you're turning the fan and making sure it's coming up the top dead center. All the while, the piston's being busted apart by a jackhammer. That's the proper way to do it, folks. Okay. Let's see. You know how you have those Corvette Stingray rims?
Oh, here we go.
Your old
Here
cars
we go.
kind of make them look more muscly. Okay, well, instead of worrying about how to put that cap on, don't put the cap on.
Hey, speaking of fucking Corvettes, you fat fuck, what happened to that Corvette that you were going to buy? What happened with that? Did we forget about that? I would pay money to see him get himself in and out of a Corvette. He wouldn't be able to fit.
Matter of fact, take the wheel and turn it the other way. So the back plate is actually facing out.
I know.
Okay. And don't forget to put those lug nuts in on the flat surface, the flat end, not the rounded end, because that just shows that it's been stripped out. You know what I'm saying? That's the proper way to go with that. And as far as the oil pan and oil,
Well,
pan gasket goes, don't worry if it's a 1-piece or a 4-piece. You don't even have to put it up. You know how like it's got the pan part is, the closed part is down on the bottom. Don't do it that way. Turn it around this way so that the opening is facing the bottom. And then, get some extra long bolts from the hardware store. And make sure they're long enough to fit in because they got to go through the extent of the whole space between the engine block and where the oil pan holes are. If it don't line up, you can miss one or two. Nobody's going to care.
What a fucking set of
when
rings,
you're doing a carburetor rebuild, don't do it in a clean sink. Just fill it up with gasoline, okay? And take the top off and light a match. That'll fix that problem right away. And don't worry about the throttle mixture screws. Make sure you turn them in all the way, as hard as you can. Okay? And let's see, what else can I say here? Oh, yeah, the ignition switch. You can make sure you take that ignition switch out. Make sure that you put all the wires in the wrong place. So that way your ignition doesn't crank the starter or anything like that. All right? Let's see, what else? Okay, what do they call that? The idler arm? Yeah, the idler arm, the one that attaches to the frame. Don't bother with that. There's a couple of bolt holes on the side of the engine block. You can bolt that right into that. Your suspension will be perfect, primo, after you do that. So don't bother with the frame rail. Let's see. Make sure you put your battery.
I hope he realized he's going to get a coffee strike.
Your positive is on your negative, and your negative is on your positive, so it becomes a positive ground.
I do not own the rights to
the alternator is actually a negative ground. Okay. Let's see. Your little voltage regulator, the little white ceramic thing that you put on the dash, turn that upside down and put the top connectors on the bottom one and the bottom connectors on the top one. Make sure you do it right because you only get one chance to do it. Otherwise, it's just going to spark and short out. Okay, and the same is with all your wires for your generator. Make sure that they're all going to the wrong contact. So that way they don't go on right. And then what you do is you get in that puppy and make sure it's got a hole in the floor because you're going to need to use your Fred Flintstone feet in order to get that car to go down the road. Because that's the only way you're going to get it to move. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the short. Well, I just figured I'd give you.
Give me 1 sec.
Hello, folks. It's been a while since I've been on here, but I want to get on somebody's nerves today. Okay, so when you're putting in,
you're not getting on anybody's nerves. We're all laughing at you, you fucking mutt.
Grease. And when you're putting the heads back on, make sure you're, smearing that stuff on around the border of the heads. Once you get done sanding out the bores, or not the bores, the cylinder walls with 600 grit sandpaper, make sure you do a crosshatch sanding. Okay. So these are the proper ways of doing a car. Okay. That's how you're supposed to rebuild it. You know how you have the head gasket that goes on the engine block. You see the residual head gasket on there. Well, you want to know how you get that off? You get that off with a wire wheel at high 3,500 RPMs. That's how you get that off. Okay. And you don't stop until it's all off.
Right.
And you know how you get all that sludge out of the engine?
You think instead of buying those fake fucking chains, they'd go buy himself some clothes. But it's hard to get a shirt that, 6L.
Gasoline. And don't forget to light a match. Okay. These people want a video of how the wrong and right way of doing things. Well, I'm going to tell you all the right way of doing it now, because it's the kind of common sense these people have. Okay. My way doesn't work for them, so maybe this will. Okay. Let's see. You know how you rebuild a carburetor? You don't put it in a clean sink. You don't use a horsehair brush in order to clean it out. Nah. You dip it in gasoline. You pull it out and you put it on a flat surface, probably like a piece of slate or something. Light a match to it. Now you know how you get your points to make the connection. You know where it sparks. Well, you don't even bother adjusting it. You just put some damn gasoline in there on the tip, and then turn the ignition. That'll work every time. Okay, let's.
Guys, I do gotta say this. So Barry was playing his PlayStation for 3 hours, but the minute that we went live, he stopped. So again, Barry, or anyone, doesn't have to necessarily be Barry, but here. There's the link, Barry. Just click on that. You click on that, and then we can talk, bud, or anyone.
See what else. And how you get the oil pan to stop leaking oil. You don't put it on the right way. You turn it upside down and put it on the outside way. The exhaust manifold, you know what you use in order to get that on there? You don't use any kind of gasket sealant or anything like that. What you actually use is plastic model glue. Yeah,
You don't got the balls
that
to.
works every time.
Well, Rich, why don't you join?
Same with your head gaskets when you put them on. Use plastic model glue.
We know you're
That'll work
outside
for you
smoking.
just great. And even your intake manifold, man, that'll work too. Plastic model glue does the best for all of it. Don't forget to put your door panels on with that stuff as well as your headliner. You know, don't wait for it to heat up and tighten up a little bit before you tuck it in. Just have everybody make fun of it because it's loose and it's not tightened up because you know that it actually has to, contrast. It has to pull itself together before you can actually tuck it up in the areas where it needs to be tucked in. Because if you don't, this is what happens. Okay. That's what happens to you. Okay. And the same with the door panels or the seats or anything else you do. Anytime you're using black vinyl, always make sure it expands first and it shrinks later before you put it back in. And let everybody make fun of all the sagging pieces and everything else, because you know why? That means that you made it long enough so that way there's excess left over. And that's why you can tuck it in further than anybody else can put their headliner in.
We're going to do a couple of Barrys after this and then hop off.
They may know too much as it is already. And you know how you have those Corvette rims, for your old muscle car? Now you're supposed to put them on. You got the cap. Well, you don't put the cap on. What you do is you take the wheel and turn it around the other way, and you put it on. And don't forget to put your lug nuts on the flat surface and tighten them that way. Don't worry about the roundness part. That just means it's been stripped out. And when you're doing your brake lines and stuff like that, just make sure they're halfway threaded into the blocks that they're supposed to go into. And then make sure you have plenty of coiled hose for that brake tube. So that way you have, extra in case you have any screw ups there. So that way you can use a mile of material. Okay. Always remember to put your timing gears, especially the bottom one, in the wrong tooth. Don't put it in the right tooth. There's 3 teeth for the timing gear on the bottom. Okay. There's one that you'll think is perfect that actually just goes right in. Don't use that one. Use the one that doesn't fit on. And turn the gear backwards and then put it on. Okay? Same with the top. Or actually, no, you can leave the top one in one way. Oh, and here's the thing. when you're lining up the dots, make sure the top gear is at 12 o'clock and make sure your bottom gear is at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Then put your chain on. Okay. Oh, and let's see. When you're pulling your pistons out, don't take a drill and tap into the top of the piston top that's separated from the apron to pull it out. Still pull it out and fight with it from the bottom.
Of course he's watching.
Make it harder.
I'll bet
on
my
yourself.
fucking
That's the way
life
you're
on
supposed
it.
to do things. Don't make it easy. You wouldn't want to do that. People won't understand why you're doing things. And like when you're doing your valves and stuff like that.
Neither one of them
always
have
make
the
sure you
balls
lap
they
your
were born
valves.
with, though.
You know what you lap your valves with? A grinding wheel. Okay. Make sure you do it really good too. Don't bother to look at it. Don't bother to use a little bit of sandpaper, like 400, 600 grit. Just use a grinding wheel. That'll take all the burrs off, all the pitting, and everything else. It'll probably even fuck up your valves. So that's the best way to go. And your intake manifold gasket, well, hell, don't worry about them little tiny corners. When you're supposed to put extra stuff, use as little as possible. So you have a massive, massive leak. Okay. And, make sure that when you put your rod bearings in, make sure you put them in upside down. Yeah. The part where it actually has a little, like a cut in it. Well, you put that towards the bottom of the crank. Okay. Put it towards the bottom. Put that opening down at the bottom. Don't worry if it doesn't fit in. It'll fit. All you gotta do is use a sledgehammer and tap that in there real hard. That'll fix your bearings. And then for your,
Always
keepers and stuff
watching
like
the
that, well, you can
TV.
turn them upside down too.
It must be a safe place.
You want to make sure you get the car done right, folks. I don't want you to mess up. So I'm telling you all the right ways of doing everything now. Hope it was helpful.
Okay, guys. Let me get what you've all been waiting for. Hold on. Okay, so I was just going through, and I'm going to be honest, guys, Dad, I don't think we've ever seen this one. This one is titled Cheap Fix, Main Waterline, and All My Hot Rods. Hot Rods.
This is Beamer and Son Garage for another installment. Here today we had a little problem with the house. And in here's a parts bucket.
Thank you.
What it
Keith.
took to fix the house. The house had a
Thank you for
water
stopping
line
by.
break. And
Happy
there's the
Thanksgiving.
part right there. A $1 piece of plastic broke, and I had water pouring out the foundation. Now here was the replacement one. This is a backup one. And plastic, and the crazy thing is they took 2 pieces of cast iron piping and put it together. So it broke down here in the basement.
Oh boy, we're going in. Look at this.
And it was the main water line that comes in.
See any
And
dead
it's kind of
kittens?
blurry right now for some reason. So it's right over here on the other side of the water heater. And you can see it right there. Still haven't finished the complete fixing the hole. But you can see that plastic nut in there. And that's the one end of it. And it shoots through that block wall right there. And of course, the block is laying on a footer. You know, it lays up the basically foundation of the house. And water was pouring right there. And right over going on was that piece of plastic broke. And water was pouring in right there. And luckily my sump pump is right there. So it was filling up the hole where the sump pump sits at. Looks like I got a little water going on right over there, leaking all over the place. Yeah, it's still kind of wet right there. I don't know if it's the
You're coming to my show.
yeah, it's the humidifier. It's overflowing. So
Happy Thanksgiving, Steel
I'll
Scrap
have to
Kingdom.
unplug it here. And we're going to have to drain that water out of that humidifier. I'll come back and do that later. Right now, just unplug it so water quits running all over the floor. But the pipe broke, and of course, you know, the access to the other end of it is outside. So we have to go outside and show you what I had to go through to fix this. You know, it's probably the cheapest fix I ever had, $1. You know, and there's the spare part. There's the part that broke. You can see it's just a piece of plastic, and it broke. So we had to go out here with a shovel to get the water going here at Beamer & Son Garage, because, you know, you can't survive without water. You know, my animals here, you know, I got Sheba here. She needs water. There's Piggy. There's Bear. You know, I got all my animals. Of course, you know, of course myself, you know, I got to have water. So the water line broke. We had to go out over here and take the floor. But the pipe broke, and of course, you know, the access to the other end of it is outside. So we have to go outside and show you what I had to go through to fix this. You know, it's probably the cheapest fix I ever had, $1. You know, and there's the spare part. There's the part that broke. You can see it's just a piece of plastic, and it broke.
I just backed
So
up.
we
You want
had
me
to
to
go
back up
out here
again?
with a shovel to get the water going here at Beamer & Son Garage, because, you know, you can't survive without water. You know, my animals here, you know, I got Sheba here. She needs water. There's Piggy. There's Bear. You know, I got all my animals. Of course, you know, of course myself, you know, I got to have water. So the water line broke. We had to go out over here and take a shovel and a post hole digger and dig it up.
Okay.
And we
Let's
didn't know
see
where
this.
the water line was.
Oh my
So we had
God.
to use tape measures and measure to figure out where it was. And you can see right there's where it was. You can see the other end of that plastic coming through, and that's a piece of cast iron pipe right there. So I had to dig all that up, and there were some slippers down in there. Some look like girl slippers. and you can see the,
Whoa, wait a minute. Did you just see that? Girl's slippers he found in the ground. Well, where is the rest of her, I wonder?
the pile of mud here that I got to still complete
Right there. There's a pair of flip-flops. Oh, boy.
and put back before it rains today. So yeah,
Wow.
there's the water line. So I had to take measurements from the side of the home and measure down over, from one side to the other, and there ledge. I made a step. So what I did was I used this here to step down in. Then you can get down in there and see it and fix it and repair it. So yeah, you can see where I had the post hole digger going down in there. And there's the post hole digger. And here's the shovel that we use to dig that up. I made some phone calls, talked to some people. I had some crazy prices to fix it. One guy said $150 to look at it. And whatever parts were going to cost to fix it. He wanted to bring a backhoe in up here and bring a backhoe alongside the back of the house to dig part it took to fix it. I put an inferior part back in it because that's what was in it. It naturally needs a piece of cast iron. Cast iron to cast iron. Instead, this is cast iron to plastic to cast iron. So, there was a lot of work digging that up. A guy I talked to, he said, "Oh,
That's what I'm saying,
like to
skills
dig."
crowd. That's
And
not
that
right.
basically means they don't like to work. It was
Wow.
a lot of work. I dug on that for off and on for one day to get that completely dug out. You can see how
That
deep
took
that
him
is.
a
It's
whole day.
probably close to 4 foot, 36 inches or so straight down. So that was a lot of work, but I got it. Here at Beamer and Son Garage, we're on a budget. We don't have an endless supply of money like Richard Rollins and Gas Monkey Garage and
Here we
Dirt
go.
Every Day and
Name
the
and
Motor
drop.
Trend Channel
Drop.
people,
Name
Roadkill.
drop 'em.
We love those people. We love the Gas Monkey people. We love all them people, but we don't have the budget they have. Of course, then again, we don't have the problems they have too. We don't have the payroll. We don't have a huge amount of bills that they have.
Barry, you have nothing. You understand that, bud? Nothing.
So we have more fun. We're just kind of a father and son show. Not kind of, we are a father and son show, and we have more fun than they do. Me and my boy, me and my son, we have more fun. We got dirt bikes and
You best believe to the lady that I'm speaking with there, I'm going to send her a clip of that video.
quads and trucks and cars, and there's a Catalina, and there's the trailer, and there's all the cars out here everywhere. We got 63 out here, I believe, 63 cars and trucks now, and we got our animals over here at Beamer and Son Garage. We enjoy ourselves.
5 years ago.
That's what matters to
No comments.
to the Beamers
0
here.
comments.
And there's my generator in there. I got my generator still in my still from the motorhome. Still got my generator in the back of the trailer. But that's what it took to fix it. It took $1 part. That was probably the cheapest fix ever in the history of Beamer and Son Garage.
No, man, he don't got nothing. Just because he's got some fucking clapped out old cars doesn't mean shit. He don't have shit.
$1. And so yeah, we got that fixed, and now the day before it it's clouding up right now. It's supposed to rain later on. So before it rains, I'm gonna have to go over there and take the shovel and kind of make love to it and shovel that dirt, put that dirt back in there before it rains.
yeah.
Otherwise that hole's gonna fill up with water.
No,
And
yeah,
that's gonna be a nightmare.
of
But
course.
here's all the cars here at Beamer and Son Garage.
There's the hot rods.
You know, we got the Olds, we got the Duster, we got the Charger here. We still got the Skylark. We got all the cars here. We haven't sold anything. We've had a few people paint licking them, as we call it. They can't afford to buy them. All they can afford to do is lick the paint. We had one guy come out and he wanted to buy the Roadrunner, and I priced it to him, and
What's the
it
price?
was a little too rich for his blood. The Roadrunner is still.
Well, when you got guys like John Doe and all them fucking people out there, you know, that don't have a pot to piss in. Next location. He's a fucking joke. Paint licker. Who the fuck would lick anything that he has? Come on, man.
Here, and we've decided not to sell them. We're going to keep them around for the show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So our cars are no longer for sale here at Beamer and Son Garage.
You don't have any fucking
We're going to
titles.
keep them. We're going to fix them. We're going to
Come
play
on.
with them. You know,
Yeah.
it took me years to accumulate all these cars. I started collecting cars in 1982.
Oh, wait.
And the first car I collected in 1982 was, of course, the Mach 1.
Oh, yeah.
I collected that car in 1982 and started collecting cars ever since.
The most clapped out fucking Mach 1 Mustang, 69 Mach 1 Mustang on all of YouTube right there.
You know, so that was the first one that I actually started my collection of cars, and, you know, it had to be a 69 Mach. You know, and I got, you know, just so many cars here. You know, we've been collecting cars since, you know,
What a
since the
fucking
80s, you know,
doofus.
so, you know, we got this rollback here. We love the rollback. You know, we got the Grand Prix. It's a later model car, but
Oh,
we
the
do love
red-
the Grand Prix.
Gold package.
And we just got a whole, you know, selection of automobiles here. And we just love them. We just love our cars here at Beamer and Son Garage. And there's the inside of the rollback. And there's the, that's the simulator for the motorhome. That's the simulator for the new motorhome.
Oh, yeah.
That goes on the right rear.
Oh.
And we had a couple flats on that side. So yeah, that's the simulator. And that's got to go back on the car. Well, not a car. It's got to go back on the motorhome. And we just love this Grand Prix right here.
Gold package.
That car is mean. It's
Oh.
mean and mean. We
Okay.
love the Grand Prix. We love the Valiant. Don't hit my Valiant. And of course, you know, it says 5.0, but it's a 5.8
Oh, yeah.
body Mustang. The Cadillac's still here from the Pumpkin Run. I ended up driving that car through the whole Pumpkin Run. Still got the sticker.
Hey, Barry, how does it feel that you'll never, ever be able to attend that event again in your life, and neither will your fucking stick boy pussy son?
On the windshield. We were number 2080 on that show. So
Oh,
there it is,
cigarettes.
2080.
Wow, there was a pack of
Starting
Marlboros
to
in
feel a
there.
little sprinkle. So I'm going to have to sign off here and start getting over there. Getting that hole full of dirt, filling that hole up. I wasn't supposed to start raining until later on. I do feel a little sprinkle coming in. I don't really want to go through all that work, but I'm going to have to do it. Here's the famous truck around here. This is our wrecker. This is the white truck. You know, we buy cars here. It says I buy cars. It used to say we buy cars, but I had to change that, and I'm going to put it back to we, because it's me and my son.
Yeah.
We buy cars here at Beamer and Son Garage. If you got something, let us know. Hit us up with a message. We're looking for old cars. You know, it doesn't have to be nothing special. You can see I got a collection of
Hey, Barry, you interested in buying an Afterbirth, the Pontiac? Probably too rich for your blood.
cars here. You know, they're not special. Of course, Christine up there, that's the most special one. That's
Oh, yeah.
Christine. We love Christine. The 70
T-E-N.
Cobra Jet fastback Mustang. And that's where this cover goes. This cover goes right there. I've got to remove the lug nuts to put it there. That's where it goes. This is our new motorhome here that I've been showcasing a lot about.
Huh. Showcasing.
And this is where, you know, everything's going to be basically transplanted over to this car here, to this truck here. This is our baby right here. This is our new one. We love the motorhome.
Oh my God. They go in there, jerk off.
It's one of our favorite pieces around here.
Huh.
I think we're going to close it up.
Yeah,
Close
you
the
gotta
rain.
close that window.
I don't want rain getting in her. We'll shut all the windows. Close this bad boy up over here. It's got the 440 big block in it that we just love so much.
Yeah. Oh wow, look, that's got two twins in the back.
And a door there. I need to put a latch on it.
That's pretty cool.
Then we put a new floor in it right here. And we just love that new floor they put in it.
Oh
I guess it was
God.
carpet.
He's high as a kite.
You can see right there. So I think it was that color carpeting throughout. And they,
That's an odd design though for an RV to have just two bunks in the back. That's weird.
you know, somebody had this thing. They really cared about it.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's the
That's
old
why
kind of
you got
shack
it.
style carpeting there. You know, it's just as an 81. You know, it's got the CB on the on the dashboard. Back in the day, CBs were very popular. People don't even use them anymore, hardly anymore.
No shit, the fucking
The
campers.
CBs are pretty much just gone. You know, you still see some truckers using them.
Now, did you guys just hear what he just said? That the CBs are done. Now go over and watch Jinx Clover and see if the CBs are done. Because CBs are still used quite frequently, Barry. Dumbass.
You know, some hardcore truckers still use a CB.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old Cincinnati band radio, not the Cincinnati, it's the Citizen Band radio. Here in Cincinnati, we'd probably call it the Cincinnati band radio. But yeah, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna have to jump off here. Came in faster than I thought it was going to.
Okay, guys. I'm going to do one more. Let me go find him at his finest. And then we're going to hop off because it's Thanksgiving and we got shit to do. Let me see here. You guys already know what I'm going to play, right? A Mr. Obvious. Everybody loves a Mr. Obvious. Drum roll, ready? Here we go.
All right, guys, you're back with Beamer Son Garage. So this is going to be another Mr. Obvious video because we got a new shitter. David McCrae, MacRae, McCrap. Yeah, Macaroni, David Macaroni. He left a bunch of nasty comments on my channel. And the last video was Christine on the Mustang trying to get it so I can move it. So he says 70 Mustang, her turn to drive. People pay for this shit? Ridiculous. I should do a video of me on a toilet. That'd be better than this. No, I don't think so, dude. That would be stinky ass fucking you on a toilet. That'd be nasty. And if they put smell in the video, it'd smell like shit. Because that's what you are. Hey, Gio. You're nothing but shit. And I'm pretty sure it's salt ladder. It could be, I don't know.
Drunk Barry. Drunk Barry.
Maxwell Rumpy's friends or Maxwell's self, you know. And then he made a comment, said, that truck of yours didn't roll 25 times. You know what? I never said it rolled 25 times. It rolled between 10 to 20 times. And that's a fact.
I apologize, guys.
And he said,
I love listening to him like this, though.
you should do something about that cough. See, where's it at? Here it is. No, that's not it.
Motherfucker can't even read his own handwriting.
I thought I wrote that down. Here it is. Do something about that cough. It sounds like most of the junk you play with. Dude, you wish you had a 70 Mustang. You wish you had an old Barracuda, a 69 Mach 1.
I love listening to him in slow
wish
motion.
You had anything I have here. You got nothing. You live at home with your daddy with the salt ladder case. You got nothing. You and your dad's got some old beat up old Ford. That's all you got. Junk. You got junk, kid. You got nothing. You never have nothing. With an attitude like that, come on somebody's YouTube channel, leave some shitty comments. No one would want to see you on the toilet, buddy, and pay for something. Okay, let me explain something to you. This is YouTube. It's not YouTube Red. It's not a premium channel. It's free, you dumbass. You're dumb. You're one person dumber than you, Max old lady. She thought she had to pay $5 a month. Well, it's 12 now. To get on YouTube Red. To be able to watch videos. No! Anybody can get on YouTube. Anybody. If you got a smartphone or you got some way of doing it, PlayStation, you get on the web, the browser, and you put in YouTube, you get to watch it for free. Everybody knows that, David. You dumbass. God, you're a fucking dumbass. Well, David.
There we go.
It says it's Junior as well. David Jr. It's Junior ass as well. David Jr. You're an ass, David. You're a jackass, dumbass, SOB. If I ever get a chance to meet you face to face, yeah, you'll find out what I'm about. Yeah, because I'll do something about it. Boy, punk ass, bitch ass, Oh, yeah, Mr. Obvious is not happy, guys. It's only obvious this guy, you don't even have a tow truck. You ain't got shit.
You ain't even got a van or anything. God damn. You ain't nothing but a dreamer, and that's all you ever gonna be. Now, if you get your goddamn head on your fucking shoulders straight and get a job and quit jacking off on the video game every day, maybe you could get enough money saved up where you can buy an old muscle car. Maybe you could save enough pennies where you could buy an old hot rod, you know? But with your punk ass attitude, you ain't never gonna have none. You ain't nothing but you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing but just a bitch. That's all you ever gonna be, a little bitch. Ain't that right, Sam? Yeah. Gonna be a bitch, ain't you, Sam? Yeah. Hi, guys. We have another shitter. We've been waiting for it, actually. Last video we did a Mr. Obvious video, and we just had some jokers. But the shitters come back! I knew they would. And we appreciate you. And we appreciate all you shitters out there. Please keep commenting. Please keep leaving your shitty comments so Mr. Obvious can keep coming back and make more videos. And we make more money. And we appreciate that. We love the money. And keep on doing it. And we appreciate you. Keep on doing it. We need the money. We appreciate you. See, that's where we make our money. See, you don't have to pay for it, David. People pay for this shit. No, they don't pay for it. It's free. I get paid. And so thank you, David, for your shitty comments. You're pretty much of a shitty person. And I'm sure your mom and dad are very proud of you.
I wonder how your parents feel about you.
Hey, what's up, Bobby? And that's it, guys. That's all we got. We got a shitter. He come back, David McCade. Yeah, we know who that is. Pretty sure that's that shitter. And now your dad's last YouTube channel is now gonna be blocked. You can't leave any more messages. And we reported you too for this shitter. For paying for this shit. You you can't use language like that when you're commenting on people. You gotta be respectful, okay? Something you
Here comes the good
obviously
part.
didn't learn. Your mom and dad never taught you to be respectful of your elders. That'd be me! I'm older than you. Always will be older.
Okay, guys, I had to stop this because I just got a message from Barry Beamer's brother, and I'm going to play the message for everyone to hear.
Wanted to wish my good friends over at Mako and my good friends at Poor Man's Speed Shop a very happy Thanksgiving. Keep up the great comments, and everyone on YouTube land, keep it up. Good job. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too as well, Matt.
Older than you, punk. And, you know, this old man would like to meet you sometime, somewhere, any place. I'd love to meet you face to face. 'Cause I'll put the fear of God in you, boy. Yes, I would.
Yes, that was Barry Beamer's brother who sent me a message on Facebook. Here again, I'll play it one more time.
Wanted to wish my good friends over at Mako and my good friends at Poor Man's Speed Shop a very happy Thanksgiving. Keep up the great comments, and everyone on YouTube land, keep it up. Good job. Happy Thanksgiving.
See, his brother's not a fucking asshole like him.
Well, that's it, guys. That's all we got. Mr. Shitter, come back running his mouth, little shithead. That's all he's got is.
Absolutely not. If you guys only knew a half of what this motherfucker's done to his family, there isn't even a word for it.
You know, time to leave comments. You sure ain't got no time to work on nothing, 'cause you ain't got nothing. And you never will, kid. You never will have anything. You'll never have any cars or any quads or, you know, any go-karts or mini bike or
Retro, happy Thanksgiving, bud.
You're nothing but a bitch. And you always will be. Hey, maybe you can get a bicycle. Hey, maybe we'll sell you one of ours. Come on out here. I'll put you on one. You won't be able to ride it because you'll be crippled. I'll break both your legs.
Oh.
See you in the next one. Check out my friends.
I miss y'all. Now that's awesome, man. It's good that you're back to work. I'm happy to hear that. That's good. That's good. Well, guys, I got to hop off. I've got to get ready. Big day. I've got a lot of food to eat. I hope all you guys have a great day. And one more time, I'm going to play it one more time. Again, this is from Barry Beamer's brother.
I won't be seeing you. Wanted to wish my good friends over at Mako and my good friends at Poor Man's Speed Shop a very happy Thanksgiving. Keep up the great comments, and everyone on YouTube land, keep it up. Good job. Happy Thanksgiving.
Right from Beamer's own bloodline. Well, to be honest with you guys, I don't think Barry really is part of their bloodline. They seem to be really good people. I don't know where the fuck this came from, but there he is. So we want to say happy Thanksgiving to Matt and his family. The rest of the Beamers, I hope you guys all have a great, wonderful day. Retro Russian does nothing. All you guys here and Bruce, Steel Scrapper Kingdom. All you guys, I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. It's a family day. Go out there, enjoy it with your families. Don't be like these fucking mutts. And we will catch you guys all on the flip side.